about this? June 13th, 2021, the last time we saw Kyrie Irving play a game. Eastern Conference semis against the Bucks. He went down with the ankle injury. Nearly 7 months later, Kyrie Andrew Irving is, I had to go there.
He's making full government name on him.
Season debut, youngster. You know, he refused to get the COVID-19 vaccine, and since New York has a citywide vaccine mandate, seven-time All-Star has not been allowed to play. Team has kept him out of road games as well. But now that the Nets roster has been decimated by players and health and safety protocols, Brooklyn is allowing Kyrie to play games away from New York, and tonight in Indianapolis is the night. Let's go by the numbers with Kyrie's expected return, because that's the plan tonight. He's playing. Brooklyn's big three will be back together. Obviously good news for this ball club. They went 11-3 last season when all three played, and they outscored their opponents by an average of 7.3 points per game. But the problem is that that's not that much time. They were on the court together for a total of just 332 minutes, about 7 NBA games if you do the math, averaging 135 points, 400 possessions with all three on the court. Just not that often. They upped their game in the postseason, combining for 85.2 points per game as they dominated Boston, eliminating the season 5 games. That is the most by any trio in a single postseason series ever. NBA history. Hello to our NBA reporter, Nick Friedell, joining us now live from Indianapolis, where they're getting set for Pacers and Nets tonight. I know Steve Nash and his staff, they have a plan for Kyrie's return. You have to when someone's been out for almost 7 months. What can you tell us about that plan, Nick?
Sage, Steve Nash just told us a little while ago that Kyrie is going to play a big chunk of the game. Now, he didn't want to divulge at this point whether he would start or come off the bench, but what Nash was hinting at is Kyrie's probably going to play about 25, 30 minutes instead of his customary 38. Either way, he's back, and it gives this Nets group a huge emotional lift. They've lost 3 in a row. They're looking for answers, and they know with him back out on the floor, they are a much, much better team.
No question about it. As we all know, Kyrie, heavily criticized by everybody outside of the organization, but the most important thing is what's happening inside. What are his teammates thinking, saying today, Nick, as he finally rejoins the team?
Sage, they're welcoming him back with open arms because they know they have a legit title contender on their hands if he's back and he's himself. LaMarcus Aldridge just told us he looks great. He sounds good. It's good to have him back out there. And I asked Kevin Durant the other night, how do you figure the continuity is going to remain the same with Kyrie only as a part-time player? Sage, he looked at me and he just kind of went, have you seen him play?
Yeah.
He's a master. So they all know what he brings, and they are confident once he finds his rhythm, they will find a rhythm of their own playing in these road games with him and then not having him back in Brooklyn. But either way, this is the start of something we have not seen before, but it's the start of something that Brooklyn locker room wanted because they know the talent that Kyrie possesses.
Absolutely. When you have that kind of talent, no question, you want him no matter what. Nick Friedell with the latest from Indianapolis ahead of Kyrie's highly anticipated return tonight against the Pacers. And when you take a look at the schedule, only play 2 teams with a winning record over the next 7 games. So that's kind of good as he gets his sea legs back under him. In that span, they also play 4 games on their home court, which means they'll be without him, of course, in Brooklyn. They'll look to the upcoming stretch after this one to get Kyrie Irving back. They're going to play 5 of 7 on the road leading in to the month of February.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.